go ahead and give this another shot with a different approach, making use of some of the stuff that's built into the sheet metal tools. So we'll start with a base flange right on our top plane. We'll go ahead and just do a center rectangle that is 100 by 30. Cool. And then we'll go ahead and add in our circle right away. So this is going to be a 12 millimeter diameter hole that is going to be 14 millimeters, or sorry, 16 millimeters. There we go. And we will make these two vertical to fully define the sketch. Go ahead and exit out of it. From here we set our sheet metal thickness, and in this case I want this to go up, so we'll go ahead and hit reverse direction, and this is a 2 millimeter thickness, so we're good there. Now one thing we can also do, because we didn't have any bends in this initial sketch, we want to double check our bend radius right here. So we'll edit our sheet metal feature and we'll set our bend radius, so we can override default parameters. Everything is there. So, and we have 2 millimeters and 2 millimeters since our last sheet metal part was just the same. So now we'll go ahead and start with our edge flange, which will be here. We'll make sure that the bend starts on that face and then goes out from there rather than being cut in or the inside face being there. So again, bend outside of that face. And we'll jump into this edit flange profile feature. So I can just drag this line over. Even though it appears fully defined, I can break those relationships really easily. And then I can define this to be 30 millimeters. Then we also have, and I'm just double checking now, that there we go. Okay, so our overall height from the bottom to the top of that edge needs to be 45, and we can delete that relation, and let me just do that to make sure that I'm picking up just the point, not the line. There we go, 45. And now by deleting that horizontal relationship, I can also add in my 32-degree angle. So just like that, our entire bend is done. We don't have to do separate cut extrudes for everything else. We can just do just a single bend. And again, another edge flange coming up off of here, outside, because again we're dimensioning to just the start of the bend, so I need to come out. We'll edit the flange profile. We'll smart dimension. You'll see that the origin is placed in kind of a funky spot up here, so it's projected to this edge of this bend. So I'm going to dimension to the right plane, so I can actually just click on that in the feature tree and then dimension between those two. This is 110 divided by 2, so that's what I need. And I'll go ahead and add in a slot feature as well. Perfect. And I'll go ahead and dimension this. This is going to be 12 millimeters wide, 6 millimeters long. I'll go ahead and again pick up, we'll just do this. So 15 is what it's going to end up being. And from the bottom to there is going to be 14. Make sure that we picked up the right thing there. 15. That's what we need. And last thing is to go ahead and do a sketch chamfer of 8 millimeters. Go ahead and do there and there. Finish the sketch. And again, just with one sketch, we have our complete profile here. We can go ahead and select both of those features and our right plane and jump in and mirror those two features. Hit OK. And we're done with our part. All we have to do now is hit plain carbon steel and verify our mass properties of 114 grams, which is right on the dot. So hopefully you learned a few things about sheet metal tools. In this case, it was just that edit flange profile. We can do a lot with the flange profile. We can edit, again, distances, relations, how things are dimensioned, where things are positioned. We can add in our holes right away and chamfers and everything. We don't have to do that at the feature level. So again, just 3 or 4 total features of the base flange, edge flanges, and a mirror feature at the end. So hopefully that helps out, and hopefully you learned something about Solidworks sheet metal.